Street until later in the afternoon. And we'll move to Te Hāpua summer pool opening hours. We've heard from the community board with some. Anne, would you like to move this? Thank you. And seconded by Jimmy Chen. And we're asking for urgent advice from the Chief Executive, and the emphasis was on urgent advice in this respect. So is there any discussion? This is a staff recommendation. Okay.
No, it's not. Sorry, it's
what?
a recommendation.
Sorry, I thought you said urgently seeks advice. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, my misunderstanding. John?
Slightly, well, it's related. So it is that with Pioneer being closed, could some of the services from there then be moved over to Hāpua with its lengthened hours if that goes ahead?
Yeah, from discussions with Nigel Cox, Head of Rec and Sport and Events, the services that would have been undertaken at Pioneer have been dispersed across all of the facilities in the network, and I would imagine that would include Te Hāpua as well as everywhere else.
Because we've been told that some won't be because of the opening hours not being long enough, so people have to travel across the city and some people don't have cars, so if it could be at Te Hāpua, that would be good.
I'll pass that back to Nigel.
Yeah,
thank you.
Anne?
Sorry, it would be remiss of me. I meant to ask this earlier, but in terms of urgent action, I'm wondering what that looks like, just because the season starts this weekend, and it would be great, to understand the time that would be involved in getting this in place.
Well, it won't be before this weekend, but...
Well, it depends. When I talked to the head of service at some point today.
Right.
Leanne, the officers are currently preparing the advice to... oh, here he is. Sorry.
Sorry, I misunderstood this. I thought staff were supporting this recommendation for the Chief Executive to get us some urgent advice. I seem to have misunderstood. So, but now I'm hearing that you are actually already doing this, getting advice, preparing advice.
We're preparing advice for to give to the Chief Executive so she can give the advice back. My side from the funding side, and Nigel from the pool operations side.
Okay. Well, that's very, very good of you. Excellent. So, well, I've got Yanni and Aaron.
Just, when you get the advice back, is it going to look, because the report's really good, you've got the alternative pools, Waltham and Wharenui are actually the closest to Pioneer. Are you going to look at their extensions of opening hours?
No, sorry, I think the point is, we've provided advice back to the community board about our recommendation for the hours and the extension of those. We've already done that. In terms of what I think this is in relation to is the use of the discretionary response fund to extend the season, and whether that's the delegation that the community board has, because our recommendation was not to extend the season based on the closure of Pioneer in 2018 and 19 and the numbers that used Te Hāpua at that time when Pioneer was closed, and then the trial that was there last year as well.
But I guess one of the concerns in the report, though, is around if Pioneer closes, where do people go? If you're giving advice back on Te Hāpua, are you going to look at Waltham and Wharenui as...
No, Yanni, he just answered that question.
No, I
and
get
what
the
he
board
said
wants...
was the board wants to know if they are delegated to use their DRF for this purpose.
Yeah.
And that is the advice that is being put together, and I think that we should allow that advice to be completed and provided to the board. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yep.
I've got Aaron.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to work out under 2.6. It says the $50,000 of funding received from the board contributed directly to the participations at a cost of $13.62 per participation. What does it cost to swim at this pool? The actual cost of...
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, what is the subsidy
$4.
per swim, and does it change much with the extension?
So the cost to attend the facilities is $3.10 for a child and with an adult, or
Yeah, that's what the
$5.80.
person pays, but then the ratepayer
And
chunks in.
that was the subsidy was calculated on based on, I think it was top of my head, 3,600 and something participations divided
Yep.
by the amount that was spent. That's what it cost per swim
So,
of subsidy.
so that's our total spend, or that's the additional spend?
That's the additional spend.
So what's a swim subsidy now?
So the swim subsidy for an outdoor pool is around $6, I believe, in terms of that's what we subsidise over all the participations.
Right.
So this was greater than that. And this
Yeah,
is
so
over
this
above.
extended time's over double the normal subsidy cost.
Yes.
Okay, and so our general outdoor pool is how much? $6-ish.
Around $6,
And what's an indoor pool now?
about $2.40.
Is it a lot cheaper?
Yep.
Wow. And that includes the capital cost or just pure OPEX?
In terms of to go through and give the detail, I'm pretty sure it's just the pure OPEX. Capital's not included in that cost.
Wow, okay.
Significant interest, obviously, in this matter. I didn't expect it to
No,
take so long.
no.
Could Andrew?
Thank you, and I'll put this as a question, but is there not already a precedent or an example of the answer to question 2, in as much as the Banks Peninsula Community Board did exactly this with regards to the Littleton Summer Pool last summer?
That was a...
I would like to look into that and provide the Chief Executive some advice. I think it would be remiss of me to answer this very pertinent question without actually doing the work and getting my facts right.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to open it up for debate. So have I got a mover and a seconder for this?
I'll move.
I've got Anne and Jimmy. Yep. All right. I will put the motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. That's carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.